There are many incredibly smart people who have achieved enormous success across various industries. Naturally, we want to listen to their advice, hoping that by following their footsteps, we'll somehow end up in their shoes. But this isn't always the case. Most of us spend our lives in a constant state of learning, endlessly absorbing information, advice, and tips, all in the hopes of achieving the same level of success as our heroes. But here's where the problem begins. When do we start? Today? Tomorrow? Next week? Next year? It often feels like we never move from the state of learning to a state of action, paralyzed by the fear of something standing in our way. We're bombarded with advice on how we should live our lives, what to eat, how to work, what to do in our spare time, and it can be exhausting. So here's a little secret that will change your life, okay? Stop listening, stop taking advice, and just live. We live in a world overflowing with advice, but our time is finite. We spend our lives listening only to find ourselves on our deathbeds with nothing but more advice from others. While this might sound like the worst case scenario, it's becoming increasingly common. The problem? A lack of courage. Those who truly achieve greatness are bold, ambitious, and above all, courageous. They don't follow the crowd, they forge their own paths. They don't take advice from just anyone because they're striving to achieve what hasn't been done before. If these giants had listened to the pessimists around them, they would have achieved nothing. Most people, often unconsciously, are pessimistic. They don't want others to succeed or thrive for their goals because it threatens their own comfort zones. So, what should we do? Before we dive in, let's talk about public speaking. Now, it's terrifying, yes, your palms sweat, your heart races, but it's one of those really crucial skills that you need to learn today. With so much of the world being taken over by AI, we need to master skills that are irreplaceable. That's why I've created a course specifically for public speaking. It's also incredibly valuable for anyone looking to improve their overall communication skills. If you're interested in this, head over to publicspeaking101.com.au, okay? Or click the first link in the description to learn more. Back to the video. There are 3 steps to finding happiness and success with the advice we receive. Number 1, cut out social media advice entirely. I know what you're thinking, but Michael, I get great advice from TikTok and Instagram. I hear inspiring quotes and stories. Yes, not all content is created with bad intentions, but short-form content is genuinely bad for your brain. So whether it's good or bad advice, it needs to go. This might be the hardest step for some, so I recommend watching this video to help overcome that addiction. Once you've done that, continue with the rest of this video, okay? I'll wait. Number 2, limit your role models to 2 or 3 people. A big problem with advice is how conflicting it can be. Some swear by the keto diet, while others claim it will shorten your lifespan. Some say copywriting will make you rich. Others advocate for Shopify or FBAs. This conflicting advice can be overwhelming and very frustrating. By limiting your sources to just 2 or 3 people, you avoid taking on too much at once, and your advice will be consistent. No more back and forth confusion, okay? Remember, every argument is subjective, so what works for you can only be determined by you. You have to try it for yourself. Number 3, less learning, more doing. The greatest form of learning is action. If someone reads but never acts on what they've learned, are they really learning? I often talk about the 3 stages of skill acquisition in my videos: learning, action, and feedback. We need to get out of the learning phase and dive into the action phase. Why? Okay, number 1, you will see how you're progressing and you can adjust to improve your success. Number 2, you will learn far more about what you know and what you don't know, allowing you to tailor your learning so it's better for you. Number 3, it's fun. If you're stuck in the learning phase, you're setting yourself up for failure. Stop reading, stop memorizing, and start applying. It will feel uncomfortable, and you'll be nervous because you don't want to make mistakes. But mistakes are part of being human. Toughen up and make them. You'll thank me later. So, we have eliminated social media advice reels, making us more focused, confident, and happy. We've reduced our advice sources to 2 or 3, so we're not overwhelmed by all these conflicting opinions, making us more focused and less anxious. And finally, we're applying the advice we receive, which not only makes us more successful, but it also helps us learn more effectively, putting us ahead of all those people who are stuck in the learning phase. Stop listening to everyone else and start listening to yourself. You know what's best for you, even if you don't realize it yet. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Take care.